Now today we are going to learn chapter number 4, heat. In it we will discuss about what is heat, what is temperature, what is the instrument used to measure it, and then after different types of transfer of heat like conduction, convection, reaction, and radiation. Right? Now see, let's try to discuss very first about what is hot and cold. We can understand if an object is hot or cold by the sense of touch. However, it can trick us sometimes, therefore we use what? Instrument named thermometer. So what is temperature? The degree of hotness or coldness of an object is called what? The temperature of an object. And the device is used to measure it is known as what? Thermometer. There are two types of thermometer. One is clinical and another is laboratory thermometer. Now let's heat. What is heat? Heat is a form of energy that can only be felt. Heat flows from hotter region to colder region due to the difference in temperature. Now let's measuring the temperature of an object using a thermometer. Let's first of all try to discuss about the clinical thermometer. It is a device that is used to measure the body temperature of a person. It is made up of a glass tube of uniform thickness. Right? The clinical thermometer is also called the doctor's thermometer because it is used by doctor. Right? It is used to take the body temperature of human beings, and mercury is used in the thermometer for some reasons. See what are the reasons to using a mercury in it. It remains in liquid state for a wide range of temperature. It is easy to see because it has a silvery gray color. It does not stick to the glass. It has a very uniform rate of expansion for a wide range of temperature. It measures between the temperature range of 35 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius. The normal body temperature of human being is 37 degrees Celsius, and if we talk about it in Fahrenheit, 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. It's the normal temperature is indicated by a little arrows. There is a construction, or we can say what, kink in the tube near the bulb, which ensures that the mercury is in the thermometer does not contract and flow back into the bulb before the temperature is read. You can see very clearly in this given picture of clinical thermometer. Steps to follow to read the temperature. Jerk the thermometer. How to use? Right? Firstly, wash the thermometer with an antiseptic solution. Before taking the temperature, the thermometer is given a few jerks to bring down the level of mercury below normal mark, 35 degree Celsius. Right? Then you can take it out and observe the temperature reading on the then the thermometer is placed beneath the tongue for about a minute. Right? Otherwise below the armpit. At the two places already we are most of them putting. Right? Then after remove it and read the temperature where the mercury ends. Got it? Now what are the precautions should be taken while using a clinical thermometer? Wash the thermometer before and after using it is one of the most key points. Make sure the temperature of the thermometer is below 35 degrees Celsius before taking the temperature. Already we have discussed in the last steps also, right? Keep the thermometer straight in order to see the mercury level precisely. It should always be held with care or it can break down. You should not touch the bulb of the thermometer at all. Digital thermometers are becoming very popular nowadays. They do not use mercury. See here, the next is laboratory thermometer. See, what is the use of laboratory thermometer? The laboratory thermometer is used to find out the temperature of the other objects such as water rather than human body temperature. It can measure the temperature from minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. The range of the laboratory thermometer is minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. The bulb is filled with mercury or alcohol. Now, what are the precautions should be taken using a laboratory thermometer? You should always follow the same precautions as that of the clinical thermometer. We should always hold the laboratory thermometer in a straight upright position without tightening it. The bulb of the thermometer should never touch the surface of the container in which the substance is kept. However, the bulb of the thermometer should be completely immersed in the substance so that it covers the bulb from right. Now, minimum and maximum one another type of thermometer named minimum and maximum, and minimum thermometer is used to measure the minimum and maximum temperature of the day by day weather forecast. So it is commonly used wherever a simple weight is needed to measure the extremes of temperature at a location. For instance, in meteorology and horticulture, it is made up of U-shaped glass tube with two separate temperature scales set along each arm of the U. One arm is for recording the maximum temperature and the other for the minimum temperature. Both the arms of U-shaped tube terminate in sealed glass tube. The bulb at the top of the minimum reading scale arm is full of alcohol. The other contains vapors of alcohol at low pressure, and the band of the U is a section of mercury. It is the alcohol which measures the temperature, and the mercury indicates the temperature reading on both scales. This is unlike a normal clinical or laboratory thermometer, in which the expansion and contraction of mercury itself indicates the temperature. Now, digital temperature thermometer. Nowadays, it's a more famous because it do not has use mercury, right? And we have seen the another one thermometer known as what? Gun. Temperature gun. Nowadays, I think to find out, yeah, when already we'll go to at the any places in the season of corona, at most of them places we found that temperature gun by which also we can measure the temperature of our body. Now, the transfer of heat. There are three different ways by which heat can be transferred. Yeah, we can say that there are three modes of transfer of heats: conduction, convection, and radiation. Now, heat is measured in calories or joules. The SI unit in which heat is measured is joule, which is represented by as J. See, first of all, let's try to discuss about conduction. What is conduction? The process of flow of heat from a heat object to a cold object is called conduction. Some objects can conduct heat while others cannot. The process of transfer of heat within a body from the hotter to the colder end or between two bodies at different temperatures which are in contact with each other. Now, transfer of heat by conduction takes place mostly in solids, but also take place in liquids as well as in gaseous. About it you will learn in the higher classes. Now, conduction occurs when the molecules acquire energy and vibrate. The increase in energy results in rise the temperature and causes heat to travel. The two objects have to be in contact and their temperature should not be the same. Substances like metal that allow heat energy to flow through them are called good conductors of heat. Substances like wood and plastic, water, air, they do not allow heat energy to flow through them are called bad conductors. Got it? Wood, water, air, they do not allow heat energy to flow through them are called bad conductors of heat. Yeah, we can say insulators. Now, examples of the conductors are copper, aluminum, while examples of the insulators are wood, plastic, right? Now, let's try to understand about the next, convection. Now, what do you mean of heat? Convection, the transfer of heat in liquids and gases, is called convection. The molecules of the liquid or gases that are near the source of the heat get heated first, then they become lighter due to the heat and move upwards. The colder particles, being heavier, take the place, and this process continues until the whole liquid or the gas gets heated. That is why the area above the flame of a candle always be heat, right? See, what do you mean of convection? The process of transfer of heat in liquids and gases from the hotter part of a substance to the colder part by the actual movement of hot particles is called what? Convection, right? Example, when you mix hot water in cold water, the whole water becomes so hot in a few minutes. The molecules of hot water move to cold water and heat it up, as convection requires movement of molecules. Convection is not possible in solids because the molecules in solids are held by strong intermolecular forces. Got it? Now, next is radiation. Radiation is the third mode of transfer of heat. It is a process of transfer of heat in the form of waves. For example, the sun's heat reaches the earth's surface through radiation. Every hot object radiates some heat into the environment. Hence, many times an object gets heated just by being near to a hot object. In another word, we can say, when you feel warm, you sit in front of a room heater or a bonfire, right? The heat reaches you through radiation. Is the process of transfer of heat which does not require any medium. Radiation can travel in a medium or without any medium. We also can know that air is a bad conductor of heat. It is important to note that when you sit in front of a heater, the air does not get heated, thus heat is not transferred through conduction. Transfer of heat is also not possible through convection, either because convection currents right upwards and not sideways. Through radiation, heat can also be transferred through vacuum. Got it? Now, sea breeze and land breeze is one of the most important, and we come to know what are the use of ventilators and why we are using the ventilators in our room. So let's try to understand very first about the sea breeze. The wind blowing from the sea towards the land is called sea breeze. During the daytime, the land in the coastal area gets heated due to the sun's radiation. The sea also gets heated, however, it takes more time to get heated up than the land. Hence, the air above the land gets heated faster than the air above the sea level. The hot air from the land rises above as it is lighter, and the cool air from the sea being heavier takes its place. This results in the sea breeze. So all of you understood about it. What is sea breeze? Now let's try to discuss about land breeze. From the given picture, you come to know how already heat is transferred, warm air, yeah, heat is transferred, right, from to the cool sea breeze. Now land breeze. The wind blowing from the land towards the sea is called the land breeze. During the night time, the land in the coastal areas gets cooled down faster than the sea. The air above the sea is hotter than the air above the land, and we knows well the therefore hotter air is already moves to the other side because it is more lighter. Therefore, the air above the sea rises, and the air from the land being cool flows towards the sea. This results in the land breeze. Birds can rise high in the air and glide effortlessly due to the convection currents of air. Is one of the use of it, we can say, as it is why we are using the light colored clothes in summer. Do you know what is the reason? Because the light colored clothes reflects the heat back into the environment and keep us cool during the summer time in the hotter days. Same way, why do we wear dark colored clothes in winters? Because the reason, the dark colored clothes absorb the heat from the environment and keep us warm. Got it? How do woolen clothes keep us warm? See, what is the reason behind it? The woolen clothes are a bad conductor of heat. Therefore, they do not allow the heat from the body to move out in the environment. As a result, the air present between the woolen clothes and our body becomes hot, and this makes us feel warm. Similarly, two thin blankets provide more heat than one thick blanket because air can be trapped between the two thin blankets, right? So like this way, it is an important, heat is an important. Got it? See, then are the some key points related to the chapters. Please learn well and try to understand. Okay.